Welcome to Book Summaries, where we share unlimited knowledge and tips for achieving success and wealth. Dear friends, in this video, we will discuss the 6 mindsets of wealthy people. Mindset number 1. Think big. Having a big mindset and dreams is an attitude that everyone needs to achieve success. It all starts here, with the big mindset that we possess. If you don't have a big mindset, it simply shows that you don't fully believe in yourself. When you look at people who earn 10 times more than your current income, you'll notice a common attitude in them, how they speak, and whether you've heard them talk about their past failures and how they think. In the book Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill, which outlines 13 principles for thinking rich and becoming rich, the author first addresses the notion that thoughts are things. He understood that our thoughts shape our lives, as mentioned earlier. You become what you think. Those who believe they will not succeed will indeed not succeed, while those who face challenges but believe they will achieve their dreams will ultimately succeed. So how can we improve our mindset? Here are 3 tips. Firstly, believe that you deserve a rich and comfortable life. With this attitude, you can change your mindset. Secondly, avoid media trends on social networks, especially those who post meaningless content. Thirdly, read books, articles, or watch videos that inspire you, or consider calling and chatting with a friend who positively contributes to your plans. Most importantly, remember that when you are thinking, don't settle for low-quality thoughts. Focus on where you deserve to be and what you want to become. Now, let's explore perspectives on money. Mindset number 2. Focus on net worth. Most people often overlook the significant difference between income and net worth. They typically assume that if a person has a high income, they must be wealthy. However, to clarify, income is the money you receive from work, business, or investments, while net worth is the value of all your assets minus liabilities and other expenses. For example, if you have an investment portfolio worth 150 million in stocks, 200 million in savings, 500 million in real estate, and 250 million in liabilities, your net worth would be 600 million. If the total value of your assets exceeds the total liabilities and other expenses, you have a positive net worth. However, if your total liabilities are higher than the total value of your assets, you have a negative net worth. Why focus on net worth when you have a high income? This is related to the fact that if you earn a high income from your job. For example, if you earn 50 million a month, that's good because you can meet your needs. However, if you only focus on income and do not accumulate assets, after a while, you will not be able to protect yourself from expenses, especially when you are no longer able to work. If you are no longer able to work, you will have no income, and due to not having accumulated assets, you will end up in a zero position. In that situation, who is richer? Someone who earns 50 million a month and spends all 50 million, or someone who has a 30 million income and invests 10 million from that income? This is something you should remember. The reason why wealthy individuals focus on their net worth rather than income is that ultimately, what truly matters is the assets you own, not just the income. Mindset number 3. Accumulate assets, not liabilities. This is one of the common misconceptions in today's society because we often see on social media that wealthy individuals drive luxury cars, live in large houses, and of course, own the latest iPhone. However, we do not see the real reason. Before they bought these things, they were not wealthy because of the car or the big house. They were wealthy because they had assets. So, what is an asset? To keep it simple, we will use the explanation from author and entrepreneur Robert Kiyosaki. He says that assets are things that generate income for you. Conversely, liabilities are things that incur costs for you. For example, A car can be turned into either an asset or a liability depending on your mindset. If you are someone who uses and continuously spends money on things like gas and other maintenance costs, we can consider these as liabilities, because they take money out of your pocket. However, if you are flexible and know how to generate income from such expenses, we can call them assets, because money flows towards you. Rich people understand the real difference between assets and liabilities. Before buying a new car or other things they want, they have built up an asset base so that the income from their assets is sufficient to pay for the things they want to buy. This is different from ordinary people who buy expensive items using their own money without having built any assets. As a result, their money is always eventually depleted. Therefore, if you want to protect the money you earn, don't rush into purchases. Focus on accumulating assets, because in the end, the things you buy might just become liabilities for you. Mindset number 4. Let money work for you. You might have heard the common advice when you were younger to study hard so that after graduation, you could find a good job with a high salary and benefits. Many of us have been programmed with this mindset by our parents or acquaintances. Therefore, it is no surprise that most people have a mindset of working to earn money. There is nothing wrong with working, as most of our jobs are healthy, but what I want to emphasize here is that if you are working now, you should shift your priorities. Don't just accept working until you're old. Instead, develop the mindset of the wealthy. This means letting money work for you. Start accumulating wealth now. Learn about leverage, seek investment opportunities, read books on finance, watch videos like this, and most importantly, change your mindset about money. If you believe the saying, money is the root of all evil, or the opinion that, it's okay if you don't have money, because I'm still happy, money isn't important, emotions are what matter, you will never become wealthy because you are rejecting the blessings that life has to offer. Another thing to remember is that our time and energy are limited. If you work your whole life without planning, many opportunities will be wasted. Start learning now about how you can make money while you sleep. As Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So, if you already have a current job and receive a high salary, don't waste that opportunity. Save a portion of your salary, learn how to invest, and wait until those investments can work for you and generate income. Mindset number 5. Focus on opportunities. If you have a dream you want to achieve or are making decisions, the difference between the rich and the poor lies in where you focus your attention. Wealthy and successful people focus 100% on the reward or opportunity that could change their lives or enhance what they already have, while poor people make decisions based on fear, constantly looking for reasons why something will not succeed. Do not be overly concerned about risks. As a result, nothing happens, and there is no change in their lives. But this is the reality. Every decision involves risk. Therefore, get used to taking risks as an integral part of every decision you make. Keep pursuing your dreams in life and never give up if you know there is a great reward waiting at the end of the journey. Mindset number 6. Value time highly. We have seen many people line up for promotions, and some are willing to stand in line for 2 or 3 hours just to receive a discount. Why do they save money but waste time when you could buy those items at full price in just 5 minutes, or even less? If you understand the value of your time, you will use it wisely. All successful and wealthy people place a high value on time because once time is lost, you can never get it back. If you are wasting an hour on social media right now, you will never get it back. Change the way you use your time to bring yourself closer to your goals. Don't hesitate to invest time in activities that can provide long-term value. Face risks wisely, and remember that every decision means you are choosing a path in your journey. Focus on opportunities and prioritize them. When making decisions, successful and wealthy people know how to recognize and concentrate on opportunities. Be someone who decides based on opportunities, not fear, and find a path that leads to success. Remember, time is a valuable and irreplaceable resource, so use it meaningfully and effectively to achieve what you desire in life. First, determine what your goals are or what you want in your life for the next 5 to 10 years. Second, create a plan to achieve your goals. Third, reverse engineer the process of reaching your goal. For a 5-year goal, focus on weekly results. For example, if your plan is to start your own business within 5 years and your goal is 10 billion Vietnamese dongs, you can set annual targets of 2 billion Vietnamese dongs, monthly targets of 167 million Vietnamese dongs, and weekly targets of 24 million Vietnamese dongs, which translates to 3.4 million Vietnamese dongs per day. If this amount is too large, set a target or amount that suits you and apply the same principle. By doing this, you will wake up each day with a clear goal. If you have a goal, can you afford to waste time? Yes, indeed. The true measure of a person's wealth is not based on money, but on the quality of their mindset. Out of the 6 mindsets mentioned, which one have you chosen or are planning to develop? Please leave your comments below. Next, here are 6 short stories that contain the secrets to human success. Understanding them is key to achieving success. The first story: only those who dare to dream can turn their dreams into reality. There was a young man, 21 years old, who failed in business. At 22, he failed in his bid for the legislature. At 24, his business failed again. At 26, his loved one passed away. At 27, he felt despair with life. At 34, he competed for a legislative position and failed once more. At 36, he still failed in his bid for the legislature. At 45, he faced another defeat. At 47, he ran for vice president but was not elected. At 49, he failed again. And at 52, he was elected as the President of the United States, serving for 16 years. This man was Abraham Lincoln. Because he firmly believed that only God was holding him back, not rejecting his requests, he always made diligent efforts, persevered, and eventually succeeded. The lesson is that a person may experience many failures, even repeatedly in the same endeavor, but they should not abandon that endeavor due to repeated failures. Thus, only those who persist with their dreams will have the opportunity to turn them into reality. The second story: to succeed, you must take risks. A person asked a farmer if he grew wheat. The farmer replied no, as he was afraid it wouldn't rain. The person then asked if he grew cotton. The farmer answered no again, saying he feared ants would destroy the crops. Hearing this, the person asked what the farmer did grow. The farmer replied, "I don't grow anything. I only do what is absolutely safe." The lesson is that daring to take risks is an essential condition for success. To succeed, one must be willing to think and act boldly. Without thinking and acting, even opportunities won't present themselves. Sometimes people avoid risks out of fear, not realizing that this very avoidance causes them to miss opportunities and puts them in even greater danger. The third story: learning to grow up and face challenges. There was a delicate little flower growing on a tall pine tree. The little flower was extremely happy because the pine tree sheltered it, protecting it from the wind and rain, allowing it to live every day without worry. One day, a group of workers suddenly arrived, and before long, they chopped down the large pine tree and took it away. The little flower was heartbroken and distressed. It cried out, "Without the protection of the pine tree, how will I survive? When the heavy rain and strong winds come, what should I do? They will destroy my fragile body." Hearing the little flower's cries, a distant tree comforted it. Don't think like that. Without that protection, you will be able to receive sunlight and raindrops, which will make you stronger. People will see your radiant beauty, and after seeing you, they will praise you, saying how beautiful you are. The little flower smiled and felt happy after hearing this. The lesson is that people also need to learn to grow up, to separate from the protection of their parents and family, and to learn to face things on their own. You should understand that a person who endures various challenges can become strong. Without experiencing storms, how can one see a rainbow? This is the principle. The fourth story. Success is 99% due to effort. Once upon a time, there was a very intelligent boy. However, due to living amidst constant praise, he gradually became lazy. He wanted to use his intelligence to gain benefits without having to work. One day, he was fortunate enough to speak with God. The boy asked God how long 1,000,000 years was for him. God replied that it was like a minute. The boy then asked how much 100 coins was to God. God answered that it was about 1 coin. The boy asked God, then, could you give me 1 coin? God cheerfully responded, of course, just wait a minute. The lesson: without diligence and hard work, one cannot create a genius. Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% effort. Only through relentless effort can one achieve what they want. There is no such thing as a free lunch in this world, not even in heaven. Story 5. Knowing how to cooperate for survival. Once upon a time, there were 2 people who faced extreme hunger and had nothing to eat. In their dire situation, they encountered a fisherman returning from a fishing trip. Seeing their plight, the fisherman, feeling sympathy, gave them the fish he had caught and his fishing rod. The 2 people then made their choices. One chose the basket of fish, and the other chose the fishing rod. The one who chose the basket of fish immediately started grilling and eating the fish on the spot. After consuming all the fish, he soon died of starvation as there was no more food left. Meanwhile, the one who chose the fishing rod went to the river to fish. However, before he could even reach the river, he became exhausted from hunger and died by the riverbank. The lesson is that people can only survive and thrive through mutual cooperation and support. When cooperating, they can compensate for each other's shortcomings and overcome life's challenges. When entering society, the first thing one must learn is how to cooperate for survival. Story 6. Everyone has the same amount of time, and success or failure depends on your choices. 3 construction workers were building a wall. A passerby asked, "What are you guys doing?" The first worker replied, "Can't you see? We're building a wall." The second worker said, "We're constructing a high-rise building." The third worker responded, "We're building a new city." As a result, 10 years later, the first worker was still building a different wall at a new site. The second worker had become a civil engineer and was working in a construction design office. The third worker had become the boss of the other 2. The lesson is that even though all 3 were doing the same job, their different attitudes determined their different positions. Those who constantly strive to overcome themselves will keep rising. Maintaining an optimistic attitude will determine the quality of your future life. The more optimistic you are, the healthier your body and the more refreshed your mind will be, leading to an improved quality of life. Each of us has 24 hours a day, but successful people manage their time well, while those who fail are always complaining about not having enough time. The world is always fair. Success or failure is up to you. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Please comment 1 if you have learned something from this video. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Book summary. Wishing you success.